Okay, this is the walk of the planets. The 1,000-yard walk. I'm putting the sun down now. This is the sun, 8-inch ball, like a soccer ball. Okay? Got it? Okay. I'm picking this up because we don't need it to blow away and make a mess. The family of the sun, the family of the sun. There are 8 planets in the family of the sun. Here we are at Mercury. The closest planet to the sun, but only the second hottest. On one side, very warm. This side is very cold. It's in a 2 to 3 resonance. Okay. So we're 3.2 light minutes away from the sun, which is the ball there. So we're walking faster than the speed of light, which is the fastest thing in the universe. You can't go faster. Mercury is hot and Mercury is small. Mercury has no atmosphere, it's just a rocky ball. Mercury has no atmosphere, it's just a rocky ball. Now I'm going to put down the object for Mercury. There it is, bouncing around. Okay? Compared to the sun, it's pretty small, so when Mercury transits the sun, it's hardly visible. Next we go on to Venus. It's 19 paces. Anyway, 19 paces from the sun, 9 more paces from Venus. This planet rotates backwards. It hardly rotates at all. Actually takes longer to go around the sun than it does to... Okay. Mercury and Venus have no moons. So I'm going to leave a peppercorn, a green peppercorn. Removing the outer shell and putting it down. Now we're going to sing the Venus part of the song. Venus has thick clouds that hide what is below. The air is foul, the ground is hot, it rotates very slow. The family of the sun, the family of the sun. Here are all the planets in the family of the sun.
Thank you.
Next we go on to Earth, which is also a peppercorn. Now at the place for the Earth. There is a black peppercorn. Grind these up and make pepper. This is Earth is a peppercorn. Okay. We love the earth, our home, its oceans and its trees. We eat its food, we breathe its air, so no pollution, please. We eat its food, we breathe its air, no pollution, please. Now to make sure we've got it right, I take my 2 fingers and I put them on either side of the sun, which is a soccer ball where the stop sign is. I then am standing on the real Earth and I see that the sun fits exactly in between, telling me that I have made the scale correct, angular one. It's a mustard seed. Faith is as strong as a mustard seed. Okay. Mars has 2 moons. Phobos and Deimos are captured asteroids. Mars is very red. It's actually more peach. It's also growing cold. Someday you might visit Mars if you're really bold. The family of the sun, the family of the sun. Here's another planet in the family of the sun. Between Mars and Jupiter are most, but not all, of the asteroids in the so-called asteroid belt. There's not much material there, but there are a lot of objects. Although some of them are the size of the state of Texas. I'm going to put a big A here for asteroid. No commonly symbol for the asteroid belt since it was discovered more recently. Okay, asteroids are big and asteroids are small. Spread out over distance in free fall. Spread out over distance in free fall. See where the sun is way down there? Okay. At this point, I'll send somebody back to retrieve the sun. By the time we get to Jupiter, you won't even be able to see it hardly. Okay, so you can stop it for a second.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we're going to Jupiter. This symbol has almost survived. See how far it is to the stop sign way down there? Okay, imagine the soccer ball down there. When you get something beyond the asteroid belt, you can't rely on solar energy. There's not enough energy to power a solar cell. So you have to use something like plutonium and the decay of plutonium. Go ahead and catch the piece of paper, would you? Push my foolish rock. Okay, we use chocolate covered cherries here for it has lots of moons. Great Jupiter is big. We've studied it a lot. We found it has 16 moons and a big red spot. Actually, it's more than 16 moons. We found it has 16 moons and a big red spot. This one's owned by is. No. If I stick 3 peppercorns in the chocolate covered cherries, I would have great Jupiter. Here's a chocolate covered cherry. If I bite into it, I'll see it has a core. The core is liquid metallic hydrogen. Normally hydrogen is an insulator, but when squeezed under great pressure, it becomes a metal and conducts electricity. It's no longer an insulator. I will be on the next test. Okay, we've already sung the song. I can pick this up. And go on to the next planet, which is Saturn. Saturn. 112 paces from Jupiter. Each one of the next planets are further and further away. Saturn is Jupiter's largest planet. Saturn is the second largest. And Neptune and Uranus, depends upon whether you're talking about volume, size, or mass. Now, look how far it is. You have to get down there, get on the side of the tree. Other side of the tree to see the stop sign. As we put down the Saturn marker. Saturn, as everybody knows, has rings. So does Jupiter, Neptune, and Uranus. So we're going to use a lifesaver. So here's a lifesaver. Imagine a ring plane and the hole is the planet. Saturn has great rings. We've wondered what they were. Now we know they're icy rocks, which we saw as a blur. The family of the Sun, the family of the Sun. Here are there are two more planets in the family of the Sun. Now we're going to have to stop walking in a straight line. If we walked in a straight line, the next planet would be on the metro track, and that would be highly dangerous. So we're going to get the distance right between the planets, but we're going to have to zigzag a bit. We're now, okay, we were 1 hour and 18 minutes away from the Sun. When we were in Jupiter, we were about 40 light minutes away from the Sun. So we walk to the edge of campus, to the edge of the storage building, and we turn and walk back. Parkway. So we can lay down the planet. Here we are, Uranus, 2 hours and 37 light minutes away from the sun. It was actually seen in his telescope by Galileo. He doesn't get credit for it because it got cloudy.
I can't see the paper because of your knee.
Okay.
You might want to hold it down
Okay,
firmly.
there it is.
All right, hold on. Just give me like 10 seconds. All right, good.
Uranus is colder still and rotates with the tilt, only 1 degree away from its orbit around the sun. Discovered by accident, it has an icy belt. Discovered by accident, it has an icy belt. So next we go on to Neptune. The last of the major planets, but not the last planet.
We didn't have anything to represent Uranus?
Oh, should have put down a pen,
Well, just hold it in your hand and just describe it.
got a whole jaw lock.
Okay, hold on. Let me just make it a wide shot.
There it is. Save another one for the. There's a couple of them. The next planet, which is Neptune. Now we have to walk 281 paces. We're 767 paces from the sun. 4 light hours. 7 minutes away from the sun. Now we're at the Math Plaza. We're still not at the right planet. Gotta turn around and walk some more. Here's Neptune. 4 light hours and 7 minutes away. And here we leave another. Peanut or so. This planet is actually larger in mass than Uranus, but smaller in radius. And we say, Neptune is blue and very far away. It has a moon called Triton that orbits the backward way. The family of the sun, the family of the sun. We only have one dwarf planet left as far as we have done. So next we will put down dwarf planet Pluto. Actually, sometimes gets closer than Neptune.
What? I don't remember Pluto being inside.
That was because you did it when we started planetarium. It was inside, it was in the planetarium.
Aye.
My assistant has seasonal affect disorder, not seasonal affect disorder, seasonal allergies. So here's Pluto, 241 paces away from Neptune, 1,800 paces from the sun, paces roughly a yard, 5 hours and 23 minutes. And it's very, very small. So I would actually have to take a poppy seed and cut it into 3 pieces. And all we'll do is make poppy paste. I'll find my poppy seeds somewhere in this. So, a single poppy seed. Now, a third of it would be Pluto and its moon Charon. Discovered in 1930 by Clyde Tombaugh. Originally thought it was a lot bigger than it really is. It is somewhat round, but it was reclassified in, I think, 2012 as a dwarf planet. Circes, which is one of the asteroids about the size of Texas, was also for about 80 years classified as a planet. Now it's classified as a dwarf planet or an asteroid. Pluto is small and cold, though usually farthest out. Though whether it's a planet is in doubt. Though whether it's a planet is in doubt. Of course, it's a planet, but it's a dwarf planet. The family of the sun, the family of the sun. There are 8 major planets. And then our journey's done, and if we included Eris, we would have more, and so on and so forth. So it's a good thing we're not doing the Walk of the Stars, because the next star will be about 8,000 miles apart, the Cape Verde Islands off the coast of Africa, or in Juneau, Alaska. And that's about enough.